Welcome back to Casey Lounge.
And Libation.
I'm Alan.
I'm Marco.
And I'm Jesse.
Today we're going to Pathlight Brewing.
That's right. They're located on the corner of 75th and Neiman in the strip mall that's right there. And today we're going to be trying some refreshing summer beers because it's been pretty toasty here in Kansas City.
I've never had them before, so I don't know if they're refreshing, but I guess we'll find out.
Today you will learn
Let's go light the path.
to some more beers. So when it's hot outside, what kind of beers do you guys like to drink?
I like Imperial Stouts. Super refreshing.
Flows like mud.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Sours.
I like a good shandy.
Shandy, that's great. I personally like Pilsners, IPAs, and Kolsch's.
I guess that works.
Yeah. Pathlight Brewing has an expansive variety of beers. This time of year, they have a few different IPAs, Kolsch, Pilsner, a lot of different beers that are great for the summer.
Yeah, they have a couple sours, a barley wine. They have, like you said, quite a selection.
They've also got a lot of different events, rotating food trucks, an expansive patio area, and they are right in the middle of the rapidly expanding craft beer scene in the Kansas City suburbs.
I'm thirsty, guys. Ready for some beers?
Let's pull out that Imperial Stout.
Oh!
Sorry. First up, we have the Lowlife. This is a German Pilsner clocking in at 5% ABV. It has tasting notes of maltiness, sweetness, hop, spice, with a clean, crisp, and smooth finish.
A Pilsner, a light beer, great for summer,
I feel like you've really come around to like Pilsners and lagers.
and especially German Pilsners.
Yeah.
Excited to know that this is a German.
I mean, nobody knows this, but his fridge is stocked with Coors Banquet right now.
Oh, it sounds awful.
Delicious.
Get some sweetness.
Yeah. Yeah, I get like a smooth sweetness and malt on the nose. It's good.
I like it.
Very
Yeah,
crisp, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crisp, smooth. It's got some bitter notes at the end that are kind of really enjoyable.
All the Pilsners I like are not the really light Pilsners.
Yeah.
It's crisp, but it has like a bold flavor to it. So I really like it. And I do get that spice.
Yeah, there's some nice spice notes to it.
It's a good balance between the malt and the light crispness.
Yep. It's really good.
I say it's light, but it's got a nice, I feel like a medium-bodied, mouthfeel to it.
I would also say that this is a good one for your non-craft beer drinker.
Sure.
To get into
Yeah.
drinking local craft beers.
Oh yeah. Are you guys ready for a pleasant beer for this hot day?
Boy, am I. Next up is the Plezant, a Belgian blonde ale clocking in at 5% ABV, a bright ale with spice, sweetness, and some floral notes.
Yeah, it's good. I like that.
I feel like I get that Belgian in there, but it's a lot lighter, so it'd be really good for a hot summer day, or as opposed if you had like a heavier Belgian, you'd be like, oh god, like what am I doing?
Yeah, saving that one for fall or winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Light, refreshing. I get the spice. I get notes of honey almost.
Yeah, the spice I think blends well with the sweetness.
Yeah.
Neither are too overpowering.
Yeah.
That's good. That's well-rounded.
It's very well rounded.
Yeah.
I really like this.
I hated it.
Oh, he took all of it.
It's kind of my thing, guys.
So I don't know about you guys, but there's nothing better to a Midwestern summer than a good old float trip down the river Rhine.
Next we have River Rhine. This is a Kolsch coming in at 5.2% ABV. This one is light and smooth with notes of biscuit, sweetness, subtle lemon, and other citrus. You've had this before,
Yeah.
and you specifically said that you couldn't wait for them to bring it back.
It's true. It's
and
true.
now it's back.
I really like it. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah. All right, cheers, guys.
Get the lemon right off the bat.
I get a really crisp. It's crisp. It's a little bitter.
bitter at the
I
end.
really like it.
Yep, love it. As beautiful as the day I last had it. I feel like it's just all around enjoyable. Get a little lemon note, get some maltiness, a little bitter at the end. It's just really refreshing.
It's like exactly what you would expect from a Kolsch.
From a Kolsch, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the epitome of a Kolsch.
I feel like the first time I had this, I didn't get the biscuity maltness, but I do now that we're kind of trying to analyze it a little bit. It's like, I get more of a bitter, crisp, citrus, heavy.
I feel like I get more of the citrusy.
Yeah.
I would drink this on a float trip. This would be perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like when Pathlight makes a light beer, they can make a Kolsch or a Pilsner, and it's light and crisp, but it's still full of flavor. Whereas sometimes you can make those styles of beer, and it's just a light beer.
Yeah.
So far, all of these have been very, like, I feel like a similar, I guess, profile, like light, crisp, but the flavors have all been very unique.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a cold IPA?
On a hot summer day.
What is that?
You serious?
Come on. This guy. Next up, we have the Knuckle Duster. This is a cold IPA clocking in at 7% ABV. It has tasting notes of bitterness, hoppiness with citrus, and a dry, crisp finish.
All right, we're getting into my territory, the IPA.
Yep. Specifically more of like a West Coast, right?
Yeah, so a cold IPA is more of a West Coast style IPA, fermented with lager yeast that gives it a little bit of a dry finish, but it still has the hoppiness and clarity of a West Coast IPA.
I mean, it's a West Coast IPA.
Yeah. I think
It's good. I mean, it's good.
I've had a few other cold IPAs, and they were a lot drier than this. I think I prefer this one to all the other ones I've had, just because that full hoppy body kind of carries throughout. I get the dry end a little bit, but it's short. It's at the end, you get kind of a dry finish.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's pretty bold and hoppy throughout. It's like
You definitely get the pine, you get the bitterness, you get the hoppiness.
I get some dank.
A little dank.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all there.
As far as West Coast IPAs go, I think I get citrus.
Yeah, I'm picking up on some citrus.
Yeah. This is really good.
This is good. I love West Coast IPAs, and yeah, this is hitting the spot.
I feel like we've
Yeah.
had like a sea of New England like hazy type IPAs, so this is kind of like that light.
Yeah.
You know, just lighten up your world.
And I feel
Almost like a Pathlight.
Oh, there it is.
Nothing gets hazies, but I do miss a good old West Coast.
Yeah.
Well, we had the cold IPA. What's next?
Time for a true West Coast IPA.
The Close Quarters. Last but not least, we have Close Quarters, a West Coast IPA coming in at 7.2% ABV with a flavor profile of bitterness and hoppiness, along with citrus notes and pine.
I'm getting way more citrus notes on the nose with this one.
I was going to say, I'm smelling less pine.
It's more subtle. Like the pine is more subtle and throughout. I get almost like a Stone IPA. It's got citrus notes, pine.
Maybe a little grapefruit.
I do get grapefruit. As opposed to the lemon,
I can see grapefruit.
I get the grapefruit, yeah.
But I'm definitely like the main thing I'm picking up on is citrus. Like the pine's there. I feel like it's more subtle than anything.
Yeah.
A little bit of bitterness on the back end, not as much as I would expect from a West Coast. I think it's really good though.
Oh, I love this.
I like it.
The aftertaste is almost like a combination of hoppy and sweet to me.
Yeah, that's actually. I'm glad you said that because I feel like it's sweeter than I would expect.
Which of the IPAs did you like better?
Between this and the cold,
Yes.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I do too. But I still love that Knuckle Duster. It's kind of just...
Yeah.
That one was more of a punch of like dry hop, which I love. It was great. And then it had that bitter back end, drier back end. But, man, this one is extremely well rounded. This Close Quarters is pretty perfect. Like, I don't really have much more to say about it. I do get citrus, specifically, like you said, grapefruit. The hoppiness is there. It's really well balanced throughout.
Yeah.
Overly
Better.
Oh yeah, refreshing. I get a little sweetness in there. I mean, it's just, it's a great beer.
Pathlight, 5 for 5. Very solid lineup we had tonight, right?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Are there any that stand out to you? Like as far as which ones would you be like, oh,
The Kolsch.
What I was gonna say was if you were gonna be like, oh, we need to keep 2 of these of the 5 on draft at all times.
Okay.
Which would you pick?
So you want to go with favorite, closely followed by?
Yes, that sounds good.
Okay. What do we got?
Guest first.
My favorite is the close quarters. Just the kind of little bit of sweet, but still nice and hoppy bitter, with the good balance between the pine and the citrus with that little bit of grapefruit was really good.
Yeah.
And then just the Rhine Kolsch, just nice light, but still really flavorful and balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go with, probably everyone's going to say, I'm going to say Kolsch as my favorite. I'm actually going to go with the Belgian Blonde. I'm going to go with, boom, closely followed by the Kolsch.
Okay.
Yeah, the Belgian Blonde, this is the first time I've had it. I just really like those Belgian, spicy notes to it. So, I'll go with that. IPAs,
Yeah.
out the window. We're getting kicked to the curb.
Who are you?
Well, I've never said West Coast IPAs are my favorite.
I know. That's fine. And that's fine.
It's okay to be wrong from time to time.
I think I'm gonna go with the Close Quarters as my number 1, although closely followed by the Lowlife Pils. I love a German Pilsner.
German
It's good.
Pils.
Yeah, lots of bold flavor in there.
Who would have guessed it?
I know. However, oh my god, they're all so good. Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
they're all
keep
good.
all 5 of these stocked in my fridge at all times.
Yeah, they're really good. For sure.
I think Pathlight is just a really great brewery to go to in the summertime. I mean, like we mentioned, they got the patio, they've got the indoor area that's really nice for when it gets too hot and you want some
Yeah.
air conditioning. Plenty of beers on draft.
They've got the rotating food trucks. You want to grab a bite to eat.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, just having plenty of options to choose from is pretty key.
Thank you for joining us on this summer beer extravaganza edition of Casey Lounge.
And libation.
I'm Alan.
And I'm Marco.
And I'm Jesse.
For more reviews on booze and foods,
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
Cheers, guys.
the Belgian for you.
For me, I love Belgians.
Yeah.
I love blondes. My wife's a blonde. Just kidding. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that.
I'm including that in the video.